It is that time of the year when points are vital. A beautiful look at downtown Houston, where tonight it is all about the Eastern Conference and a huge matchup between the Houston Dynamo and the New York Red Bulls. Will Bruin actually being dropped back to the tip of the spear. Is going to be expected to defend in front of Moffitt and Lopez, and then a three-set up front. The Dynamo expect to get a lot out of Johnson and Barnes out wide, going at the outside backs for the New York center back coming back into the lineup. Can the Dynamo get some joy going at David Carney out wide? McCarty and Alexander, two great holding midfielders. Sam and Steele provide great work out wide, and then Bradley Wright Phillips. Yes, he is the son of the former Arsenal. In his 46th match, a beautiful aerial look here at BBVA Cup Stadium. Game on here. Valuable points here in the Eastern Conference. Some would call this a 6-point game.
It's a small house. Showed it there, just holding Will Bruin off.
Give it go from Alexander and Henry. Alexander again gets off a shot. What a goal from New York. Two give and goes. It's a scintillating goal, and they have struck first in Houston, where they have never won. Right down the heart of the Dynamo.
A bit against the run of play there. Give New York credit there. The movement off the ball, the timing of the runs, the pace of the passes, especially this one here. It's perfectly in between Kofi Sarkodie and Warren Creavalle. No one's getting to this ball except Alexander. And you see, as he skips by Adam Moffitt, Bobby Boswell has no choice but to step, which leaves the gap here for Alexander to step into, and a very cool, calm finish. Made it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Kind of interesting. We talk so much about the wide game. And there's Lopez. That's what he can do. Lopez! Johnson has tied it up! Spectacular goal! Alexander Lopez with a passing gem and a first ever goal for Jason Johnson in his rookie year.
We've said the last few weeks that Jason Johnson was due a goal. The Dynamo start off, they draw New York. How many players from New York are on this right side of the field now? Which leaves no cover for Hamasin Olave and Kosuke Kimura. Jason Johnson, that first touch, outstanding. Outstanding this here. It doesn't get too far away, yet he doesn't allow Kosuke Kimura an opportunity to get in and take a touch. He keeps it in a perfect position that it's only Johnson that's getting there. What a composed finish. We talked about he's been due. Well done by Warren Creavalle, and good by Will Bruin earlier in the corner, not to foul Hamasin Olave and give them the easy way out. Well recovered by Warren Creavalle.
Weaver over the top, he's on. Cam Weaver is in, cuts it back. Will Bruin missed an empty net. His finishing continues to struggle. The table was set by Weaver.
The space between the center backs. Holgerson thinks he's got cover, but Hamasin Olave is all the way in the middle of the field. You finally see him there. Hamasin Olave still doesn't step to the ball, nor does he
Giles Barnes. There they go at Carney again. Sarkodie is beaten to Carney. Weaver hits the near post. Bruin is the trailer. Bruin shot was safe from Robles. He's denied again. He cannot buy a goal. And he is getting chance after chance. And he's getting chances today from a deeper roll out of midfield.
This comes from the Dynamo using that extra man advantage, being patient. Good effort by Kofi Sarkodie. Well done by Will Bruin. What a first touch to set himself up.
And then gets it wide to Kimura. Kimura now, diagonal ball. That is a great ball from Kimura. And a greater save from Tally Hall. The diving header from Bradley Wright Phillips. Still alive in here. The cross beat everybody. And on the stroke of halftime, the New York Red Bulls are denied by what is the story of this season here in Houston. It is Tally Hall.
The pace and the shape of that ball, only Wright Phillips can get to it. Can credit Kimura for an excellent service. Not much Bobby Boswell can do here. I think he's in great position defensively. Thank goodness Tally Hall was back there for Dynamo.
Take a break. BBVA Cup Stadium. There's your Dynamo goal scorer. Jason Johnson gets his first ever in Major League Soccer.
Holgerson, he's a tall guy, but he's not the strongest, and he's had trouble with Cam Weaver this game, especially in the first half. I'm a bit surprised that
Carney direct now. Bradley Wright Phillips knocks it down in the channel. This is where you want to be careful with Henry. And Henry is in, and Henry is going to make it 2-1. Unbelievable. down the heart of the Dynamo defense again, and that was too easy.
Well, this is where Thierry Henry, you see how deep he is, and that gap that he runs off of there, getting the second ball going forward. I think Adam Moffat and Bobby Boswell both think the other is going to go for it and win it. And when you give Thierry Henry that kind of opportunity, he's never going to miss. But you see how deep he comes, which creates some confusion for Creval and Boswell. Adam Moffat, again, a little bit high on the clearance from New York, but clever by Thierry Henry to just pull himself a little bit deeper and get himself some space. But what a good finish.
Nice ball again. He's a great pass for the ball. We've seen that on display today. Jabala's cross picked off by Robles. The intended target was Weaver. Tim Cahill, Australian international, played at Everton in England. Not available, and again, big problems up the middle for the Dynamo. A chance to make it 3, rounding the keeper and hitting an empty net is New York. It is now 3-1, Johnny Steele. The Houston Dynamo, huge problems right up the middle of their team. Again, 3 goals have come from that area.
Yep. Johnny Steele comes out of the midfield, but keep an eye out the top of your screen on Mike Jabala. He's just giving up on the play. Wanting the referee to make the decision. He's not offsides. It's good run, good timing to stay on sides. Needs to be better for Mike Jabala here. If he tries, he definitely gets back. He makes this difficult, maybe gives Tally Hall a chance to make the save.
Sarkozy stepping up as Carney, who has somehow survived. He's recovered here in the second half. New York is protected and better. Here's Henry with a wonderfully flighted, measured pass to Sam. Against Creval, left it. Luandula back to Sam. Sam to make it 4, and he does. The New York Red Bulls have scored their 4th goal here.
And the outcome of this one is not in doubt anymore. Comes in the 88th minute.
Good spot by Warren Creval, but just, again, we talked a little bit about inexperience. Just stay on the inside and let them play to the outside. Don't let the ball come across the midfield. But credit Luandula with some good movement to catch up and support the play. And we couldn't see it, but I just happened to catch a glimpse of Mike Petke and Thierry Henry in a warm embrace.
Carney. And that's it. New York, for the first time ever, have come to Houston. They have taken apart the Dynamo here in a 4-1 victory. Thierry Henry has provided the moments that he needed for his first-year head coach Mike Petke.